Welcome to Capital Area Therapeutic Riding Association, also known as CATRA. Like many nonprofits, CATRA is run by volunteers like you, who make a difference in the lives of disabled individuals. To provide riders with the best experience possible, it is important that volunteers know their barn duties and how to work with horses to get them ready for lessons. Tyler is a volunteer here at CATRA. The first thing he does when he enters the barn is look at the time and sign in. Next, he checks the whiteboard to see what equipment is needed for the lesson. He then enters the tack room where helmets, pads, saddles, and bridles are kept. Before he can tack the horse, he must first groom it. The brush buckets, which are used for grooming, are kept in the closet closest to the stables. The brushes are numbered by the order in which they are to be used. The first brush is called a currycomb, the second, a stiff brush, and the third, a body brush. There is also a hoof pick. You will find other tools in the brush buckets, which are also used for grooming. To prepare the horse for grooming, Tyler grabs a lead rope. He unlocks the stall and makes sure to slide the door all the way open before attaching the lead rope to the horse's halter. Next, he attaches the cross ties to each side of the halter so that the horse cannot run away during grooming and tacking. Beginning with a currycomb, Tyler brushes in a circular motion, starting at the horse's neck, behind its ears, and working his way down the horse's torso. The currycomb is used to stir up dust and dirt that may be on the horse's coat. Next, he uses the stiff brush, which is used to remove dust and dirt from the horse. He retraces his tracks, starting at the horse's neck, behind the ears, and working down the torso, even dusting the legs, while being mindful of the horse's body language. The body brush is the final brush used in the grooming process. It adds a final shine to the coat and can be used gently on the horse's face. Now that grooming the coat is done, Tyler must clean the horse's hooves. Using a hoof pick, he gently pries out dirt and rocks that have become stuck. All the while, he is mindful of the frog, which is the soft center area of the hoof. He stands with his back to the horse's head because the horse could kick him if he stood directly behind it. Once the horse is groomed, Tyler raises the saddle stand and enters the tack room, where he grabs the equipment that was listed on the whiteboard. He first places the pad on the horse, bringing it up further than necessary and sliding it back so that it is centered and directly on top of the horse's shoulders. He then places the saddle on top of the pad and attaches the girth. He goes to the other side of the horse and attaches it there too. The girth should be snug, but not tight, because it will be tightened right before the lesson begins. He then grabs a set of reins that are long enough for the rider to hold onto without pulling the horse's head back. He attaches the reins to the horse's halter and drapes them over the horse's shoulders. The final step is to attach a lead rope for the lesson. The horse is then ready to go. Once the lesson is complete, the horse should be reattached to the cross ties and the reins can be removed. Next, the girth is removed and placed on top of the saddle and pad, which can be lifted off and put back in the tack room. Once the horse is untacked, it can be led back into the stall and released from the lead rope. It is very important to never turn your back on a horse when putting it back in its stall. Once it is released, Tyler makes sure to close the door all the way and lock the stall. Before leaving, Tyler sprinkles the floor with water to reduce dust. He then grabs a broom from the indoor arena corridor and sweeps up the horse's dirt and fur. Finally, he grabs a shovel from outside and scoops up the dirt, dumping it into the wheelbarrow. It's all in a day's work for this volunteer and the many others just like him who serve the riders and animals here at CATRA.